Hello and good evening. Now, see, this is our next session in that series of Learn to Finish. Now, this time, what I have done is, in order to save some time, I have already written some of the things, right? Because from this point onwards, from this session onwards, things are going to get very crisp and very clear. Now, at this point, you'll feel like that, okay, it was session 1, session 2, session 3. Things were a bit easy to follow. Yeah, here also it will be relatively easy, but one thing is crystal clear that this is the session from where you will straight away you'll start getting the results. First three sessions, they were for the conditioning of your brain. Once your brain is properly conditioned, from this point onwards, it is the real practice. And as I said, that I'm telling you only those things which have been implemented. Okay, no problems. No problems. Sure. Okay, so let's focus on our today's topic, the art of acceptance. Now, the art of acceptance, is it that difficult? Yes, because we don't accept the things as it is. What exactly it is? Let's see. See, this is a dictionary meaning, right? This is a dictionary meaning. In dictionary meaning, when it is said that what exactly is acceptance, acceptance means agreeing to receive something or the act of receiving it. The idea is receiving something. They are not telling that receiving is good or bad, right? It is just the agreeing to receive something, or the definition of acceptance means agreeing with it. Now, the bad part is we all do accept, but when it comes to negative part, we start accepting it very fast. But if someone tells us that yes, you are good, we doubt, right? Anything if it is positive, so we doubt. We say, oh really, can I? But then why it never happened? That when someone said that no, you are not good at it, and then suddenly we become sad, yeah, and I am not good at it. Why there was no question asked that why? Why am I not good? Say in share market, in equity markets, they say that it's a very bad market. Hardly anyone gets the profit. The reason is that the day, say, a stock was purchased in 100 rupees, it fell to 90 rupees, we feel, nay, 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 it will come up, it will come up, right? We don't dare that, yes, let's book the profit because now the point, let's book the loss. Now the point is that it might go very bad and let's move on to something which is better. And the day the profit is even 5 rupees, we say, Are bus, my appetite is khatam, bus book it. In loss, even this 100 has become 70, it has become 50. Still, we keep on hoping that it will increase. And over here, there is no patience. This is the reason. This is the reason that people don't earn, right? Because our brains are conditioned like that. So that's why it is like negative is accepted so fast, right? It is accepted so fast. How can you contact me? Well, say this is the email address. It is till you are mbbs, right, at gmail.com. This is designed specially for you so that in case for any of the queries, you can always be in touch with me. Okay. Yeah, but don't write your name as XYZ because I won't be knowing that who exactly are you. Anyway, So coming back to this, that this is the negative portion, which is very easily attracted. And when someone tells positive, we feel, no, no, no. We start doubting, right? So let's set a target. If you don't set a target, so then it is literally like Hawaii fire. You are randomly firing, whether successful or not, it's a pure sheer chance. Now, when you set a target, right, you have got a very nice sniper gun and it is with excellent telescopic devices, right? You will be controlling the every angle on the axis. You'll be controlling, you'll be calculating the wind speed, you'll be calculating the distance, right? Everything properly designed, everything properly configured, and everything properly calculated, and then you take a shot. Correct? Why these things they are not happening in our life? Right? So over here, what would be our target? Our target would be not this complex. Our target would be very simple. Wherever you are at this point of time, you should be better. When? After 1 hour. After 1 hour. Why to go for long-term target, right? Our brain is interested in immediate rewards. We want that. So yes, it is this 1 hour, and exactly that's what I'm telling. This 1 hour, yes, you see the difference after 1 hour, right? First, you have to reply very crisply, very clearly in only yes or no, right? No if, no buts, no explanation, no lengthy answers. Just answer yes or no. And that question is this, right? The question is anxiety or fear a problem with you? Anxiety, that is in case when there is exam, right? You feel like yaar pass ho jaunga, pass nahi hoonga, right? Fear, right? Whether this subject is so difficult, should I read it, should I take a short note, should I skip the topic, kya kare? Happens. Well, if you said yes, right, it means that there is tremendous progress possible in your life. Tremendous, amazingly tremendous progress is possible because it requires lots of guts. When sometimes a question is asked, right, and that is when in the public, right, thousands of audience, and when the question is asked that okay, how many guys, right, only girls they don't have to answer, the question goes to only the guys. Have you ever cried while watching a film? And immediately you'll feel that people would say, well, what to say, yes or no. Well, is it wrong to shed tears? But our brain is programmed like that. अरे you are male, तुम कैसे रो सकते हो? क्यों? There is no lacrimal gland, right? There is no limbic system, there is no amygdala, कुछ नहीं है brain में, right? Everything is blank, empty. Why not? No, but it is said, नहीं, you are a male, you are not supposed to cry, right? And then finally, if he dies of heart attack, ठीक है, that was his destiny. That's what really happens. True? But when you say, yeah, but I fear to shy to say, but say you said that yes, you feel tension, so that means you are not shy of telling it. Don't worry, it is good. It is good. All you guys are very honest, right? Because when you say yes, so then there is solution. And today, straight away the solution, right? First, let's understand what exactly is fear and what exactly is this anxiety. This is the reality. This is the difference. When we see that a car is approaching towards you, right, and it is about to hit you, so that is the present oriented problem. If you don't protect yourself at that point, the damage is inevitable. When it comes to anxiety, there is no problem right now, but it is future, right? It is the future oriented problem. And say I used to get some mails. I got one very interesting mail. I don't disclose the names because It's not good on to insult anyone, right? Though the people are good and you guys are so good, but still I don't disclose the names. That mail was written, right? It was written in a very cute way. It was said that, sir, I am in first semester and I was knowing it very well that first semester because this email address was given to only first semester students, right? So they said I am in first semester. अगर जो मैं USMLE पास नहीं हुई तो then what would happen to my dreams to go to US? I wrote the answer that your dream is to go to USA or your dream is to become a good doctor. What's your aim? You decide first the aim, then we work on it. True? So over here, the idea is why are you so anxious, right? I'm still waiting for that reply, but it was written in very nice words, but this was interesting. The thing is that anxiety is something future related. At this point of time, to many of the students, I have replied even like this that see, this is the first year, right? This is the first year. Make your foundation very strong. Don't worry about even the USMLE or next or PLAB or any of the competitive exam. Don't worry about it. Work on it, right? Simply work on your foundation. You will automatically be successful. And once you are successful, money will automatically flow to you. So don't worry about all those things at this point of time, right? Prepare yourself. Right now, your purpose is to prepare your sniper rifles very properly, tune them perfectly, and then learn the skills of taking the target, taking the shot, and then take it. Right? So these basic skills are to be very finely polished at this point of time. And this is how our brain is actually. Our badly programmed brain or mind. I wrote both the things because it's like brain is hardware, right? Brain is hardware and the mind is software. See, let me ask you one question. Right? It just came in my mind. Where should I write here? Okay. Fill in the blank. Say twinkle, twinkle, little, fill in the blank. I'll wait till you answer. Twinkle, twinkle, little. Okay, that is creative. Okay. Star, okay, star, star. See, this is the thing. And see, there was one answer, right? Harshvardhan, girl or star? Arey boss, forget about the star, right? Forget about the star. Why to confuse? Arey no, stop, stop. Why are you programmed to star? Now, if I say that, okay, you won't write star. What else? What else? Spark. Okay. Yeah, many things. But which? But which? See, the thing is, the moment we stop ourselves that no star. And then suddenly your brain will be going into its ultimate mode. Because when we were telling the twinkle, twinkle, little star, bus, it is fixed. It is exactly into that direction. Literally like bhed chal. Correct? But the moment it is said that no, no stars, and now there will be lots and lots of ideas, lots and lots of ideas. Some ideas wild, some ideas crazy, anything. Some ideas are writable, some ideas are not writable. That's okay, but your brain is now thinking on different perspectives. This is what is needed. This is what is needed. Right? So our brain because it is badly programmed. So who programmed it badly? Who did it? It is, again, not blaming anyone, but it is the entire system. Entire system. When it is said that, see, that kid is working so hard, that kid is so smart, that kid is singing, right? That kid is dancing, and see what you are doing, right? Just sitting in the room and reading that book, you don't have any talent. And then suddenly you'll start losing interest into reading that book also. And you were reading what? You were reading theory of relativity. Right? You were reading theory of relativity, right? Something so intelligent. But now, but now that singing and dancing suddenly took the priority, right? So that's the reason, that's our that's the reason that our brains, they work precisely the way they were programmed. So we have to break these chains. And it is not very complicated. It is not very complicated because this program is done in such a way that it's like, this is one line. One method is you make your line bigger, right? And that's how you progress. That's a gutsy approach, right? That's a smart and gutsy approach. Or the other method is, if our line is this much, try to cut down someone's line so that we feel that yes, we are better. No, this is a very bad approach. But yes, this is what is happening, right? Let's not try to change others. We just make ourselves successful. So that's what we said, that all of you, right? It is like a one-to-one talk. Definitely, right? That's how we progress, right? If we progress even one step, yes, tomorrow will be still better. That's the medical part, right? Sympathetic nervous system. This is a good system, but well, it is like a friends, it is like a panic button. The moment it is pressed, right, heart rate shoots, blood pressure rises, there is sweating, right, and whatnot. This is for fight. This is for fright, right? When it is a matter of survival. But who said that round the clock we keep on pressing this panic button? Why? Why do we do this? There is no need. There is no need, right? Any of the exam, any of the interview, right? An interview, they say, "Arey interview, khatarnak." Why khatarnak, right? That is also a human being. He'll be asking you few questions. And one thing is crystal clear: everyone in this world is not supposed to know everything. No. So there are millions and millions of subjects, millions and millions of topics in it. So are you supposed to know everything? No, not at all. Right? The interviewer who is sitting over there, he is definitely interested in giving you the job. Right? He is definitely interested in that you pass. Right? He is not over there to fail you. So for that, he'll be asking you some basic purposeful questions, right? So if you are smart enough, you should be able to handle them very crisply. So for that, a smart preparation is needed. That's why I am preparing you for any of such circumstances, right? Say for example, just two things which came very frequently into the mail. One is like English speaking, right? Many of them, they say that we are facing the language problem. Is there any gap between any word of it? No, no, no. There is no gap. It was just to explain, right? That what it means, right? Otherwise, it is continuous. Till you are mbbs at gmail.com, it is continuous. Okay. So, English speaking. Yes, it happens, right? English speaking इनिशियली बिकॉज इट इज़ कंसिडर्ड एज अ स्किल. सो शुरुआत में अगर जो बोलना पड़े तो थोड़ी तकलीफ होती है. बट फ्रेंड्स, इफ यू से दैट यस आई वांट टू बिकम अ गुड स्विमर, right? A good swimmer. I really want to swim in ocean, right? Forget about the swimming pool. I want to swim in ocean, but I don't want to touch the water. Possible, right? Same way it's for English speaking. I'll be taking 1 or 2 sessions for that because the demand for this topic is extremely high. So I'll take 1 or 2 sessions, especially on this English speaking, with reference to the day to day conversation plus how will you use it in your medical subjects, right? So those who are already comfortable with it, that's fine, but it is for those who are facing it genuinely. Then there was like medical subjects. The question asked was that there are so much of material to study, itne sare topics, etc. Yes, why not? Because well, man, from 12th standard all the way you are now heading towards becoming a doctor. So if this is 1x, so then this has to be 100x, right? Sure. And you have to cope up with that. So it means now you don't have that time to waste, and at the same time, you have to be very accurate and you have to be precise. And that's the reason you require a specific course of action. Course of action, right? Whatever I'm telling, we are coming up as early as possible with all those solutions. But this Learn to Finish series was designed simply for this purpose, that you stick to it and work on it. Now, see, at times it happens that if you really see session 1, right, there were about say 70 80 people, right? It happens in any of the session, and then session 2 number drops, 3 it drops further, 4 drops further. Why it happens so, right? Why it happens? When I'm telling, right, that yes, this is something which I implemented in my life, it was successful, right? But we don't have that patience. When people say that we believe in smart work, right, I always say that there is nothing like smart work. It is like if you're done the hard work, then your reflexes, then your brain works in such a way that now you can finish it much faster as compared to others. But because you have done the hard work, that's why now what you are doing is looking like a smart work. It's like without even touching the handle, you are driving the cycle, right? It's not so on the first day you were doing like that. Because on the first day, you fell so many times. But now, when you are expert into that, people say that, see, he is smart, he is driving with so much of confidence. But in the back of the mind, they know that what was the pain, right? No one tells you about this part, right? Because this is advertisement, this is the display, right? This is the display. Behind that, the pain, the blood, right? The sweat which was shed, right? No one knows about it. So this is the reason that don't even fall into that trap that bas jaldi kar lo. There is nothing like jaldi, right? It takes its own time. And second is the discipline. So every time when I say these words, I just urge that just for hang on for 1 week, right? Whatever the things which are told, just hang on, just do it for 1 week and see those who have done those practices for first week, second week, third week, you see the difference when they reach the 10th week. They'll be transforming their life, right? So that's the whole concept and the idea behind it. So this is like success. This is Rubik's Cube, right? Rubik's Cube. Now, this Rubik's Cube, if you try to solve it, right, you'll find this is crazy, right? It rotates in every angle, right? But then after several twists and turns and one final day, you are successful, you get the success, है ना? So that's the thing, success, it comes after many twists, many turns, it's never instant. So let's start working on it, right? It's like let's act, ACT, act. First is accept. You don't have to say blame yourself unless and until you don't accept yourself. If you don't accept, it becomes very difficult, because then you'll feel like that I don't know this, I don't know this, that, right? I Abrar is there. I got his message that I'm very angry on myself. Why? Why, man, you should be angry on yourself? Why are you abusing yourself? It's okay, right? You are attempting to wake up at 4:30 in the morning, right? You are at least attempting. No problem. You are waking up, fine. But then you feel like sleepy. Even I also, after so many years, also feel like sleepy. But yes, then you go for that run. It's okay if you are not doing it for once, twice, thrice, but on the third day, fourth day, fifth day, you'll definitely be going, right? So accept it that it's okay, right? But hang on. The point is, just hang on with whatever the negativity or whatever the weaknesses you have got, right? They will automatically be cleared once you will start working on it, right? It is so important. So accept yourself as it is, first thing, right? So that's where we say press this like button, right? Where you say yourself ki, yes, I like myself, right? The first thing, that is accept. Because if you don't accept, then there is no point of second or third act, right? The second one, choose. Choose means what? If someone tells that yes, you are good, so then yes, choose that. Yes, it means that I can really do that particular thing, right? I am good. Say there are so many skill sets, right? But you can be excellent in some skill set which you might not be knowing. So if someone is telling, so then give it a thought, right? Start working on it. So that is where you choose. Over here, your dreams, your ambitions, right? All of them, they will be coming into picture, right? All those ambitions, right? They will be coming into picture. So do plan on that what exactly I really want to work on. The next is, this is where you take action. Now, even if you are a very good swimmer, if you don't go into that ocean, you will never be knowing about your capabilities. That's the point. That's the point. This is the final act, right? You have accepted yourself also. You have chosen that, yes, I'll work in this direction. But then at the time of action, again, if you feel that what if I fail? No. Regarding this, so don't worry about it. One of you only said that when we work on something, when we attempt, there are only two possibilities. Either we win or we learn, right? But we never lose. We never lose. Now, this was said just amongst you only, someone said. I don't remember her name, right? But this was what was told. And it was so nice. Yeah, that's true. That when we attempt, we either win or we learn, but we never lose. Every time it is a learning process. So do take action. Do work on it. Right? Don't wait. World is not going to wait for you, right? World is brutal. If you don't work, no one is going to wait for you. That okay, chalo, that Harsh will be doing this work, then the classes will proceed. No, if Harsh is not studying, then he is losing, and if he is working extra, then he is overtaking others. Simple as that. Okay, this is the beginning, right? That's the beginning. Try to solve the Rubik's cube. It happens like that. One time you'll feel like throwing it, right? Forget why to solve it, right? Because one by one, when the layers are getting solved, it's like good. But in the initial stage, it is actually so, it feels like so complicated. But once you know the process, then you find that yes, this is my capability. I can understand layer 1 very properly. Then you'll find that now I can understand layer 2 very properly. My confidence in these two level is very high. Then you will start working that, okay, in the third layer, let me create that plus. Okay, this is done. Now you start feeling tempted that, okay, now let's set the corners. Okay, corners are also set, right? Now we are just one step away, and then finally you do it. But this is a process, है ना? This is a process. It goes step by step by step. And once you have done this, one day you will say that, yes, this is the cube which is ready. What next? You will say, okay, now let me attempt for this. This is what is called as the mirror cube, right? Mirror cube. Why they are difficult? Because in mirror cube, I got all of them. I'll show you, right? These mirror cubes, every side has got the same color, only their dimensions are different. Their dimensions are different. So this goes at one step higher, because once this is, say, disturbed, then you have to think from a very different point of view to set it up. All right, you have mastered this, then later on, why not 4 by 4, right? 5 by 5, and even more. So that's where it is like a matter of celebration. Because again, as I said, that your brain enjoys all those rewards, right? So some harsh tips to learn, that is again from the marathon, something which I learned from marathon. That situation is not in your control. When you start running, yes, it is cool breeze, everything fine, because race starts at 5 o'clock in the morning, right? At 5 a.m. things are very good. But then it's a long race, right? By the time it is 8 o'clock, 7:30, 8 o'clock, when the sun is rising, and then sun is at a reasonable level, and then the heat starts increasing. It is at this point where you have finished just half or slightly more than half, but still almost 15, 17 kilometers to go. There starts the tough part, because it is not in your control, right? Then there might be few uphills, there would be some bridges, right? And then there will be some disturbed areas, right? All those trail runs, etc. But still, will you stop? It's like that 42.195 kilometers, right? If you stop at say 42 kilometers, right? Just 195 meters to go, will you be getting medal? No one will give you anything, right? You won't be getting medal. You have to cross the finish line. It is same way that the journey which you have started in, now you are in first semester, remember, consistently you have to run all the way to reach to that finish line. And journey is not ending at that point, right? Still there are more races, right? But at least this race would be, first race would be over, first target, first destination achieved. Here I am bit harsh. The third point, leave those discourage. Leave those discourage. Even in race also, right? As such, it hardly it happens, but sometimes you'll find a group, right? A group is running in such a way, not letting anyone, right, pass through. At that point, it's like, fine, get that extra strength and zoom past them, and then continue your running. Yeah, it happens, right? It happens. So do that, right? Same way, even in your life. Say, if anyone is discouraging, anyone is not supporting, right? Or if anyone is doubting about your caliber, right? Bindas, leave them. Why to carry that extra baggage, right? Why to carry that extra baggage? They'll not at all be useful in your life, right? It is better to leave them and then proceed further, right? You will never regret that decision in life, right? And one more interesting thing, as you will progress, right, as you will progress in your life, actually only the best and the gold people, right, they will be with you, those who are the best, because they knew that yes, even in the bad circumstances they were always with you, right, and they were supporting you. So why to select, why to even keep those negative people, right? Keep the best, keep the good, so that at any stage of life you are happy, right? This is like everything said and done. We said that yes, I am ready, right? I'll work, right? Let me do this much, that much, everything. So we say that this is perfect, right? So what a perfect bullseye, right? Bullseye, so accurate, so sharp, right? It gives pleasure, so much accurate. All nonsense. This is reality. राइट, दिस इज रियलिटी, राइट? ठक 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 ठक, राइट? मुश्किल से एक आध अगर जो टारगेट पे गया तो इट्स ओके, अदरवाइज तो थिंग्स गो लाइक दिस ओनली. दिस इज रियलिटी. नो वन इज परफेक्ट, right? No one. See, even after those 58 medals, because actually when you run full marathon, right, at 32 or to 35 kilometers, all your carbohydrate reserves are gone, right? Then to every step is a pain. Yes, it happens. Means forget about those elite runners, those who are excellent into Olympics and everything. Right? Why they also feel pain, but it is to their level. But the idea is that at any point of time, yes, there is pain. So there is nothing like perfection. But when you take part, right, when you take part, when you take action, so you will surely get the result. That's the point. So don't wait that I'll start speaking English or I'll start learning this medical subject, right? When I'll know this much. No. Start from day one right now, not tomorrow, not after 1 hour, right now. Right? Make an attempt. It's okay if you make mistake. It's like either you will win or you will learn. Right? You are never going to lose because in every spoken sentence you will learn something, right? And as it said that it always comes by correct practice, yes, we shall correct that. Okay, this is the point where you were incorrect, right? Correct yourself and proceed. So that's how things go, right? So don't wait that I'll do everything precisely, everything perfectly. No, 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 no. Don't even think about it, right? Just put it in practice, work on it, right? So how will you start with? What solution? The solution, the first solution is you'll take care of yourself very properly because this is like a long run, right? Long run out of enthusiasm. Again, I'm giving you the example of marathon, right? Many times we see that runners, right? They run, the race has started, was this is 42-kilometer run and they run with full throttle, right? And overtaking even those elite runners. And actually the initial is a very slow, steady, right? You steadily you are running for 1 kilometer, 2 kilometer, then you pick up the pace slightly, right? Then continue for 5 kilometers, then you pick up the pace, you keep on drinking water, you keep yourself properly rehydrated, and then when you know the now the engine is warm and the road is absolutely straight, those hills and everything have passed, now it is a completely straight road, hit it. You have prepared yourself properly. But then on that path, when it was actually the time of going for full throttle, you'll find that all those heroes, right? They will be all lying over there, right? It happens like that. So never ever do that, right? Go steadily, and over here it is like take care of yourself, right? Because this is a long run. So in this, what will you do? First thing first, right? One, as I said, that just 20 minutes of exercise, definitely do it, and at least say 10 minutes of Sudoku is just an example. It could be Rubik's Cube, it could be any of the mental game, right? Not more, right? Just for 10 minutes, right? At least do this much. This much is basic. And the sleep part, which we discussed last time, right? At least 6 hours of sleep. Okay. Once you have taken care of yourself properly, now starts the action time. Make reading a priority. What will you read? You'll say medical books. Okay. That is needed because that's your subject. But in spite of your all say tight schedules, spare 15 minutes for reading something extra which is not related to medical. Now if there is any non-medical student, so I'll tell him or her that yes, for 15 minutes you might have to read something which is related to medical, right? That's the thing. So anything which is not your subject, which is apart from your course, which is apart from your subject, start reading something into that. Why I am telling it? Because it will take you to the level of understanding of integration. That how to integrate the things, how to combine the things. And see, in your case, your generation, so as you will progress, right, you'll see that medical would be very closely associated with the technology, right? Very closely associated, right? Right now also it is there, but as it would progress, right, everything is going to come, right? Everything in the form of, say, augmented reality, artificial intelligence, everything is going to come into that. So who knows, at one point of time doctors might have to learn even the programming part also, and it definitely helps, right? So that's the reason that anything, if you learn, read extra and make it a priority. It's not so that just for, say, a day or two you study and then you stop doing it. No, don't do that, right? Make it a priority. These 15 minutes, it can always be available, right? And that's how, say, if you spend about 1 hour, 60 minutes on yourself, 60 minutes a day, that is 1 hour for yourself. So this is worth it in a long term, right? Surely you'll be getting much more marks because your concept, your understanding would be far better as compared to someone who is only reading those medical books, right? And this is entertaining, right? This is entertaining. You will be learning new things, so you'll be feeling happy about it. The next is, now that's what that the habit of writing or expressing. We don't write, right? When it comes to writing, we feel that why? Either we type or writing, though it has almost been forgotten, right? Don't do it, right? The science of what's called as the graphology, the graphology, the study of handwriting, is still considered as one of the finest art. When you write, actually you are involving many centers of the brain, many higher centers of the brain, many higher centers. So this will be like one exercise. When you go for painting, when you start doing painting, right? So in that case, your right brain is involved. Why? Because when you select colors, when your hand moves, right? So all those movements, those colors, color selection, then your imagination, everything becomes a combination. And that is what will be reflected even in your day-to-day work, your creativity. They said that there is no pill of creativity, right? But creativity is an automatic process. If you start doing this, right, you'll find a newer and newer methods of remembering the things, right? So make a habit of writing. Now, sometimes you'll say that writing is difficult because if you write and then that written thing comes in the hand of someone else, then okay, be creative, right? In that case, I would say be creative. You want to write down, I know you all are so smart, you all are super smart, you want to write something, you have got your own codes and you'll write it in such a smart way that no person on this earth can really decipher that what have you written, you know. Your if you see the patterns which you make on your cell phones, right, they are so cryptic that even if someone is in front of you still, right, he won't be able to remember it. Your pattern is so complex and you remember it even at the midnight. So don't worry. In case if you are not writing, I am telling it to express. So in that means that digital writing. Write it on your laptops, write it on your iPads, anywhere, but write it down. It is the digital expression. The idea is that when you write, when you type, right, when you put it in front of you, suddenly you'll realize that okay, this was awesome, and this is the point where I need to work more, right? Next day, your brain would automatically be ready with it that, okay, this is where I'm lacking. No problem. Chalo, let's work on it. And you have got the specific, clean, neat direction on which to work, right? So that is the importance of writing. And sometimes when we write day 1, day 2, day 3, and when it is like day 100, day 101, and when you go back to 100, means day 1, right, it's like a sweet memory. You'll feel good that, oh, this is what I was doing, right? Oh, right. And sometimes when you hit a specific day and then you learned that, oh, this was the skill set, right, that I was doing skating also, right, where are my skates, and then you'll pull out those skates out and then you'll do some skating. It will give you lots of pleasure, right? So that's where even your hidden skills, right, they'll also be coming back. So that's the reason, that habit of writing, this is nothing but old photographs, right? It is exactly like old photographs. When you find something handwritten with you, right, old things, when you were kid, right, when you were doing that ABCD, and someone if was writing instead of E like this, and if someone was writing E like this, right, so then you yourself would laugh on it. अच्छा मैं ऐसे E लिखता था. Well, I was writing, right? Say instead of Z like this, right? I used to feel like that why can't we write Z like this? But then they said this is S. So then why no, S is not this S, so it is this S, right? This is the Z. But well, there were such there were such arguments. But still it's like a memory, you know. So start doing it. If not more, just write 1 or 2 lines. You'll feel so good, so happy. And there comes the final part, the meditation part. Long walk, yes, it is a meditation. Music, yes, it's a meditation, right? And over here, the actual meditation, if you really feel like. And even we can plan a session, right? We can plan a session on meditation. But sometimes what I complain about is that, say, if there are 20 people, so then those 20 should be consistently doing this practice and then they come up with the sparkling results. There has to be consistency. So even if there are, say, 15 people who are ready, right, you can send a mail. So yes, we can plan a meditation session, right? And this meditation session, it would not be like that I'll say that, okay, close your eyes and stop thinking. No, not at all. In fact, I'll be telling you other way around. I'll be telling you other way around that yes, watch the screen. Watch the screen, what I'm showing it you on the screen. On screen, if I'm showing you all the waves, right, I'm showing you ocean, and then we'll be going deep, right? So you'll be going underwater. Yes, you have to watch that, right? Any new thought is coming, let it, right? Who is telling you no? But then the meditation is this. The meditation is, that's what I'll be explaining you today. But in any of the session, if you say, we can plan it, right? And in that, we can go for even practically how to do it. Right now, I'll be explaining it. Try it for just 1 or 2 minutes, right? This is what you'll do. Sit in the most comfortable position, and if you feel, yes, you can lie down also. And then as soon as you lie down, you'll close your eyes, right? You can put any of the music of your choice. There is nothing like that you have to keep that any specific mantra or anything like that. Yeah, honestly, can you take? Sure, sure, sure. Sure. That's what I was even thinking, right? In fact, the next session, next week's session would be the meditation session only, right? Next week. And I'll tell you about specific meditations, right? The next week. So that was in my mind. Now, as you have said, so that's why I'm declaring it right in advance, that in that, the meditation which can be done when you are very happy. Yeah. When you are very happy, it's like when you do puja, Bhagwan ki puja, right? So if you are very happy, you will be getting such strong positive vibes, very strong positive vibrations, right? So over here, this meditation, one meditation is like when you are very happy. So at that point, because of your happiness, you are releasing those vibrations to the world. And then the day you are very sad, same vibrations, you can absorb it so that that negativity drops. Whenever you are passing through any of the stress, right? There is a specific meditation, there are specific tones, there are specific music, there are specific frequencies. So I do have collection of all of them, right? So if you feel that yes, I have prepared well, but I don't know whether I'll be able to perform good in this exam or not, right? Now that is anxiety, right? So it's like everyone is given that Colt revolver and they said that you'll be taking the target. Everyone is knowing how to take the target, but then because of that anxiety, one whose hand shook a bit and he or she missed the target. The entire effort goes waste. You know? So that is the point where these things they help a lot. And actually the question which you said asked how to become super cool, right? This is something which really takes that in any of the difficult situation you will be a very cool headed person, right? In all the sports this thing is taught meticulously, that whatever happens, and that's why when I was watching that match, right, in our community section I have put that, right, I have put that, yeah, anger management, that is invariably a part of it. This anger, frustration, right, all those things they will automatically be taken care of, don't worry at all. Okay, so what I was watching in that match, when at Gaba, right, India defeated that Australia. Since 32 years, right, no one defeated them, at least on that Gaba stadium. It happened after 32, and that was also our B grade team, right? It was our B grade team. All the top players, either they were out or they were back home. And then it was an amazing 328 runs to be scored on the fourth inning on that pitch against such ferocious bowling, right? That was something which was unbelievable, right? They said that this event, it was bigger than the World Cup, right? And still in the history of sports, that day is considered as absolutely mesmerizing. So this is what is called as the cool headed. Now same thing, say everyone would be studying very meticulously for the entire 5 years, but then on that final day when the exam is there, it is your performance which is at stake, right? True. So that's the meditation part, right? So what exactly will you do? So as I said that you just sit, right? Close your eyes and you will start listening first, right? Listen carefully. You will first try to listen to the sounds, right? All the sounds whatsoever can you hear. Now let's say if you're doing in evening, so you will get the sound of that, okay, बाहर से वो बाइक गए, right? कार गए, हाँ तो ठीक है ना, that's okay, right? Someone is blowing the horn, right? Let's say you are doing in the morning, तो that दूध वाला, right? He is shouting, right? Newspaper वाला doing the tring tring, that's okay, that's okay. Listen to those sounds, then keep continuing it, and suddenly you will find, acha, there are few sounds of those birds also, right? There are few birds also, and then you will find that, अरे आज तक तो कभी इन birds की आवाज ही नहीं सुनी. You'll find they were every day they were there, but we were not having those sensitivity to hear those sound of those birds, right? This is like first step, and you will find that even this first step will give you so much of happiness, and then you start focusing on yourself. Again, you'll be listening to those sounds, but try to listen to your heart, right? Try to listen to your heart. Try to feel all those sensations as if you are just observing your body, and this is what is called as the body scan. Body scan. You try to feel that how is your head, right? Is there any pain anywhere, right? Anywhere, right? You try to feel that are your shoulders okay? So you might will do like this, and you'll find, there is minor pain over here, right? It's okay. That is the body scan. Just keep on doing it. By the time you'll do this, you'll realize that you were so focused on such things, right? And then when it is said that, okay, chalo, now relax, and you'll find, a thought is coming that I was supposed to read that biochemistry. That is a chapter which is very boring, right? Don't react on it, right? Don't react on it that now how will I do this? No, just it is like as if you are a silent observer, right? You are just watching that thought came, and you'll find that it will go away. But back to back, there'll be second thought. The neurology is to be studied. Okay, no problem, right? That thought would also pass away. Continue doing it. At one stage, you'll find that the speed of thoughts that would start decreasing. You are becoming more and more composed and calm, and then a stage would come that one thought has come, it has gone, right? And then still you are silently sitting with complete focus, right? No problems at all. Second thought is coming, but still it has not come, and you will be able to feel this transcendental state. This is the phase when your brain would be relaxed at an ultimate level. And this is at this point, once you have learned this is like cycling. The moment you have learned that this is how it is to be balanced, now at night, if you want to go to sleep, right, within seconds you will call this stage and you'll drift into very peaceful, fine sleep. So even if you have slept for 4 hours, at the end of 4 hours, you'll find that you are very fresh and very effective for your works, right? This is something which I discussed, I explained to you in very brief. Next time we'll be discussing it at length, but plus it would be for 45 minutes and the rest 15 minutes where, yes, we'll do the meditation, right? We'll do the meditation next time, right? So do accept that you are good, whatever the negative things people say, right? Whether it is like anger, whether you say that my self-confidence is less, whether you say my English speaking is not good, whether you say my medical subjects, I'm confused, I'm not sure of my future, whatever mind tells. But you are good, right? You are good. Have faith in yourself, and that's your power, and that's your art. That when you accept that, yes, you are good, right? In fact, I should say you are awesome, right? It is even one step higher. And I don't mind writing, you are very awesome. Okay? Right? Wish you all the best and take care and see you tomorrow. Right? Okay. Bye bye.